something with a mic or with a video or with something else when I start discussing very interesting immigration news related to politics. It happens every single time. I guess I have to, get used to it, but it's still very annoying because then I have to do like this multiple lives and it's like a mess and you get these notifications and so on and so forth. But what we've been discussing with my loyal TikTokers is the fact that Trump picks for incoming administration are terrifying for undocumented immigrants. People have reputation of very tough on immigration people. And not only tough, like this Stephen Miller guy, guys, I cannot endorse any policy. I cannot support any policy or even understand it if it involves making intentionally the lives of children worse. I can't. I cannot digest that. I do not know why they did it the last time. They caused so much. I don't know what it is. It's just grief. They cause so much pain to people. Those children, some of them are still not united with their families. And now this person is back. There was this huge lawsuit about that, and the government paid huge compensation to victims. And now the same person is back. I don't know what's happening, but okay. My small brain cannot figure it out. Thank you, Annie. Thank you very much. Yes, so we discussed how you can protect yourself if you're not undocumented immigrant. Well, one way to do that is to exercise your due process rights, right? It's to file for relief you may be eligible for, such as asylum, withholding of removal, U visa, T visa, VAWA, adjustment of status, and they will have to give you time to go through the process of USCIS adjudication, all right? And that's what you need to do. You also, of course, have to be smart about what you're doing, where you're at, how and who you talk to people. You won't believe the amount of phone calls I receive where people say, hello, I want to deport my girlfriend or my friend. Seriously, I want to report somebody for immigration. And this is crazy. I mean, this is nuts, Imagine you have a friend who's jealous of you for whatever reason, and they secretly are trying to deport you. So I don't know you guys online, but I'm going to give you a little piece of advice. Don't go around talking to strangers about your immigration status. You do not know who those people are, and you do not know what is it they really have in their heads about you. So you don't want to be in this, situation where you're trusted friend is calling 1-800 number trying to deport you, okay? Because now they know that you are vulnerable. Interestingly enough, in a state like New York, it's a crime when somebody is trying to influence you or threaten you with your immigration status. But not every state is like that, okay? So you have to understand that. We also spoke on TikTok about USCIS guidelines on lawful permanent residency admission. They stated that they will be checking if you were lawfully admitted into permanent residency initially when they issued you that immigrant visa and green card, if it was lawful admission. So let's say you're waiting for 20 years or 10 years to file for your citizenship instead of 5 or whatever. They're going to go back into your file. They're going to dig in and see if there was a mistake or not done, all right? And if there was a mistake, then they will, not sure what's happening. If there was a mistake, they will punish you for that. Not only they're not going to give you your citizenship, they're going to place you in removal proceedings. So that's the update. Got into effect yesterday, November 14th. You need to know about that, all right? Yes, so you need to know about that. So you're going to play back this video. You're going to know what things you can apply for asylum, withholding of removal. Some of you guys will be placed in deportation proceedings. You will qualify for CAT, yes, relief under Convention Against Torture. Cancellation of removal as well, very popular relief. Unfortunately, the main problem with the cancellation of removal is it is tremendously backlogged. If the judge approves your application today, you're going to have to wait for 4 years before you're going to get your green card. Okay? I know it's very sad, but it's something opposed to nothing. So guys, don't forget to like and share the stream and send me your hearts, send me your love, and we're going to continue, right? We're going to continue talking about various things in immigration. I know that people commenting that this, I guess Stephen Miller is bragging about his deportation efforts. I have no idea why people do that. I mean, again, I have 2 kids. I know many of you do too. I do not know. It's unimaginable to see those kids being separated from the parents. And some people say to me, well, it's their parents' fault. You know, they shouldn't be doing what they're doing, then the kids would not be separated. Nuh-uh. You cannot take what you're doing and place the burden on somebody else. Everybody in this life, in this circle of life, in this world, in this reality, is responsible for what they're doing. All right? This way, using this logic, we can blame the pedestrians who get hit randomly. We can blame victims of armed conflicts who were not fast enough to escape from their homes and the rockets like blew everything. We cannot do that. You know, if there is a bad policy, you have to apologize. You have to say, you know, it's a bad policy. Better yet, think what you are putting in place. Don't even get to the point when the bad policy is going to start working against the people. All right? Now, guys, let's go back to your questions. Hi, Juan and Eve. Do you know how long it's taken to get the green card after approved asylum? It can take usually a year and a half, about. All right, usually. Yep. Hi, Jacob. Why does I-765 for CO9 category take forever to process and the other categories faster? I wouldn't say that it takes forever. I'm sorry to hear that. I guess it depends on your case, because a lot of the cases that we filed had this CO9 approved within 3 to 4 months, very fast. All right. Hi, Mr. J. Green cards for DACA foreign graduates. Anything? Nothing new happening. No new program or anything of that sort. But what's happening right now is that you have to take the matter in your own hands. If you have DACA, make sure that you apply and use advance parole so that you secure that legal entry to the United States that may be useful in the future if you marry somebody, all right? Perfectly would be if you could find an employer. And some people will have to deal with the issue of unlawful presence, but many of you will not have to. So DACA people, you have to plan. I do have a blog on my website, Shautsova.com, from DACA to green card. Read, see if there is anything useful there for you. Consult with an attorney. You have to start planning, all right? You have to start planning. Hi, Khalil. Yes, my TPS status, why it shows your case is taking, okay, we discussed that. Yeah, TPS got stuck. For many countries, TPS is being approved very, very slowly. Hi, Saydina. If I'm married with a US citizen while my asylum is pending, can I apply for my green card through marriage? Yes, if you have legal entry. And of course, your marriage has to be real. And you don't have bars to adjustment of status. You see how it is in immigration laws in the United States. For each particular relief you're going to be filing for, you have to meet specific requirements. All right, specific requirements, different requirements for each case. So just keep that in mind and consult with an attorney prior to starting the process to make sure that you are eligible for it. So you're not going to waste the fees. The fees for adjustment of status are tremendous now. They're like close to $3,000 if you pay for everything, right? Just keep that in mind. All right, guys. Hi, Hussein. My asylum case pending in court and I have work permit. So Trump new law deport me? No. You have due process rights. You have to have your date in court, okay? Trump's new laws, whatever they're saying, new policies, they will not just deport you automatically if you have something pending. That's why you have to plan and file for something not frivolous, but something that you have a chance for, okay? Hi, George Freeman. I came here with 5-year multi-visa, I guess, and I've been married for 8 years now, and I haven't filed. Oh! Does removal affect me? Oh, yeah, it will. You have to file for your adjustment of status if you live here. Yes? Okay? Don't wait, guys. Don't wait. If you don't have legal status, you're subject to deportation, all right? Let me see. We have tons of questions on YouTube. All right, hi Loyal, if you're on deportation and ICE has granted you administrative closure from reporting to ICE, are you safe from the next administration? No, no. Whatever this, well, there is no real administrative closures. There is administrative stay or removal. It's typically given for 1 year, okay? It's not for forever. So look at the grant. What did they tell you? But if you have a removal order, they may remove you physically out of the United States, all right? Okay, I have 82 Bitcoins with me. Hey, listen, good for you, all right? Turn them in, okay, I don't know what it is. Great. All right. It's only illegal to get in America. It's not illegal to be in America. Well, we should not be used to the term illegal. Honestly, we should say non-citizens. That's been Biden's administration policy. We can't really say it's incorrect to say that somebody is illegal. I know it's commonly used word, but we should refer to people who don't have documents proving their immigration status in the United States, undocumented residents or non-citizens, okay? All right, I support Donald Trump. Look, listen, some people do support Donald Trump for a variety of reasons, and that's fine with me, okay? You can have your opinion, but I don't support his immigration promises. Instead of constantly focusing on negativity, why don't you focus on something positive? Like, I'm going to come to power and I will fix the immigration problem in the United States because I'm going to have the House and the Senate on my side. I will pass the immigration reforms that everybody wanted. Why not? I don't know why not. It just doesn't, I don't know. Why does it have to be hatred all the time? I have no idea. How are you supposed to survive next 4 years? Day by day. You will survive, all of you will, but you also cannot not do anything about it, all right? If you go to church, remember, that's a great community, that's a great support. You, not only to church, any place of worship, let me put it this way. Those communities can provide for you letters of support, recommendations, if you would need those letters. Many of you are very religious people, and sometimes it's not safe for you to practice your religion in your home country. Let's say you never filed for asylum, you didn't think about that, but if you go back now and let's say, because in the United States there is freedom of religion, you could have picked a different religion, something exotic for your country, something that your country does not support at all. So it's not safe for you to return back there. You can file for asylum based on that, all right? You may or may not prevail on the issue of 1 year deadline, but you may prevail on the issue of your fear of future persecution and get withholding or removal, at least some protection against deportation. So just keep that in mind, okay? Hello, TPS for Lebanon does not list it for online application. Can I submit a paper application? Sure. You don't have to file applications online. I prefer filing on paper. I don't know, I like paper filings. So file on paper. Hi, any option for overstayed parents over 9 years with HDAD US citizen child? 9-year-old US citizen child. If you guys get into deportation proceedings forcefully, right? And you've been here for 10 years, you can qualify for cancellation or removal. If you haven't been for 10 years, it's only if you beg them to give you prosecutorial discretion based on the fact that this little child, US citizen, needs you, all right? HDAD may not be a series of diagnoses, but again, I do not know what else is going on and how it really affects your life, your family life, and your kid's life, all all right? My immigration case was closed through PD. Now I have to apply for adjustment of status. What are my chances given Trump's policies? Why not? I mean, if you are adjustable, if you have everything that is required to receive your adjustment of status, why wouldn't you get it, Trump or not, right? The worst thing that can happen, I guess, well, there are many worse things. Let's scratch that, okay? Let's scratch that. Why don't you work with an attorney to make sure that the worst thing is not going to happen? Recently, I've noticed that USCIS started denying adjustment of status cases. Thankfully, not my cases, but people come to me with those denials based on what's called discretion, which is a very fluid concept. They're saying, well, yeah, you came here legally, you have a real marriage or VAWA approved, but something just doesn't add up about you, and as a matter of discretion, we're going to deny it. Those cases are tough, right? Those cases are tough to win. You're either going to get more evidence and reapply, or you're going to have to fight it in federal court, all right, as an abuse of discretion. Hi, Shigal 76. Seeking for divorce before application is approved. What are the consequences? That's it. Most likely the adjustment of status is not going to be approved if you're talking about green card based on marriage, right? There is case law saying that if the marriage was valid at the time of inception, adjustment of status should be approved, but it's not working. I'm yet to see a USCIS officer who's going to approve a case like that. What's your prediction on Jake Paul versus Tyson? Isn't Tyson like much older? I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna have any predictions on that, but I think Tyson is much older. I did see all those, advertisements about that, but Tyson's also more experienced if you think about that. I don't know. I will not get into that. I'm not so good at guessing. Hi, Baron Jack. I really love Poland and Hungary. They keep God's law. That's why they're safe, not like France. All right. Lots of immigrants here. Guys, type up. Let me know if you believe your country is the best and you would want to move in and live there right now. I'm sorry, but all of you who are here, I know that you love America. I know that you miss your countries, and there are a lot of good, great countries, but you don't go back there to live. Why? Well, because it may be culturally amazing, but at the same time, there is corruption there going on, there is discrimination there going on, right? There is this and this and this and that, and God forbid you go against the government of the country and you're done, you will never win. So, with all due respect, all those Eastern European countries, they have their own beauty, great food, great traditions, rich culture, but there is no country better for a person, single person who is not politically connected than the United States of America. That's my take on that. You may be disagreeing with me. What about work permit? Hi, Perla. Any changes for whom seeking asylum? Not yet. Not yet. I don't think it's gonna come. Hi, Live It Up. Is VAWA or T-visa going to be affected by the new administration? I hope not. I really don't think they're going to touch those things, but I know you never know, Hi, Hussein. If anybody immigration judge gives order of removal after he applies for U visa, he's safe. Okay, so if you have a U visa pending and during that time judge issues order of removal, typically they will not do that. All right. Typically, judges are not going to issue order of removal against you and give you an opportunity to have that U visa adjudicated. Don't forget to send your hearts, guys, on TikTok. I see you slacking. I know you have those hearts in your pockets. All right, let me take some questions for TikTok or for YouTube. Hi, Sadia. If you have VAWA case and the spouse died, do I need a death certificate in the future? And what are my case status now? The USCIS didn't approve it yet. You have to advise USCIS about that. You do need to have a death certificate. But if you had I-130 pending and the spouse passes away, it automatically converts into I-360. You already have I-360 pending, all right? So you just need to let USCIS know about this. You do need to know that if you didn't file for VAWA and spouse passes away, I think you have 2 years from the time of death to file for VAWA. But because you already filed, I think you should be all right. Okay, and I don't know if to say sorry or not, if you like the spouse or not, if they were abusive, but my condolences anyways. Hi, Alena, I have an appointment on November 21st to interview green card based asylum. How much is my chance getting green card? Guys, I do not know. If you were called for the interview with regard to your green card based on asylum, please take a lawyer with you. Those interviews are not typical right now. It means that the officer would like to clarify certain points. Make sure that you're going to review your asylum documents thoroughly. Don't think that they are a secret to those officers. Once you file your asylum gets into the federal government system, that application, and every immigration officer at least has access to them, and they're going to look at that application for asylum prior to giving you a green card and prior to giving you citizenship. Remember that. Very, very important. Okay? All right. Hi, users 3840. I have a removal order on asylum. And okay, I think, oh wait, and VAWA approved. BIA not join motion. Am I safe? You asked it last time. You did, right? BIA cannot join the motion. BIA only can approve the motion or not. I think you need to file a motion to expedite motion to dismiss your proceedings. I think that's what's happening, right? BIA can do that. Hi, my friend is in the United States for more than 15 years and she never applied any case. What she needs to do? She needs to consult with an immigration lawyer to see if she has a chance for anything she can file for. Extremely important. Based on this little information, I cannot tell you what she needs to do. She may come in and she may qualify for asylum or U visa or T visa or nothing. Some people, unfortunately, cannot qualify for anything. It's the truth, okay? Hi, AY. Any idea about asylum pending for 9 years without interview? What do you think gonna happen after Trump comes to the office? Thank you. I think they will try to clean up the asylum backlog. I do think so, but there is only one way to do that, is to hire more asylum officers. That's it, or to reduce the amount of asylum seekers to begin with, okay? So that's how you do it. You seal the border, right? Asylum seekers simply cannot come to ask for asylum, and then voila, your asylum backlog gets shorter and shorter because existing cases are getting processed. Hi, East College student can get green card after graduation, not automatically as of now. I know Trump promised it, but we'll see what he's going to do about that promise. Right now, you do not get green card automatically, all right? Let me see. What does BIA motion to expedite mean? It means just that. You file a motion with Board of Immigration Appeals to expedite decision on a previously filed motion. I understand, and I may be wrong, I do not know, that you have some request before BIA to close your case, right? On prosecutorial discretion, and then they're not doing anything about that. So to do something about that, you're going to have to file that motion, all right? Hi, George Freeman. I've got 3-year-old kid who even unmarried for 8 years. All right. You even have a child, 3-year-old child, but you never filed for anything. You have to file. Yes, you can still be removed if you don't have immigration status, even though you have a real marriage and you have a child in the United States, you can be rather placed in removal proceedings. And then it's just going to be more expensive for you to address this issue and stressful. Why would you want to wait that long, right? You probably don't want to, right? I hope so. Many get master's degree to then seek employment-based green cards. Sure, currently you can get EB2, EB3, or EB2 national interest waiver opportunity, but it's not automatic after graduation, right? You can't just think that it's going to happen. Another problem is that for EB2, categories EB3, the wait time is tremendous. The wait time is tremendous, so you have to file early. Actually, just today prepared blog on my website. Hopefully it's going to be published within a couple of days. From F1 to green card, what options you may have, okay? So just go back to my website in a couple of days, shautsova.com, and check it out, okay? Let me see what we have here. Hi, Joffer, I applied renewal AD based on asylum pending, almost 7 months past, not come. That's very common. It's because your existing AD, if you filed before its expiration, is automatically extended for a long time, so they're not in a rush. They're not in a rush, all right? That's what's happening with that. Is there any hope for religious workers to get green card? I would hope so. Maybe that part of the law they can really reform, allowing people who accumulated unlawful presence in the United States to qualify for R1 visas and special immigrant status based on petition by a religious organization. That would be awesome, because right now it's a real issue. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining and watching. I do appreciate all of your contributions and hearts and likes and stars and everything else. Please don't forget to sign up for my channel. So next week we're going to meet again, and we're going to discuss whatever crazy things are going to happen over the weekend, because every single day you open this internet thing and there is something going on, and you know, something you thought that all the bad news already were delivered and something else pops up, right? But it's okay. We're going to take it one thing at a time. Remember that experienced immigration lawyers, and there are many of those in the United States, they have already been through at least one Trump's administration. So we're prepared to address whatever is it that's coming and advise our clients as to the best course of action for their particular case, for their situation. Some of you are going to have easier ways. Some of you are going to have harder ways. And for some of you, you'll have to basically cut your losses if time comes. Hopefully, it's not going to be many of those people, and it's not going to be unexpected. If you do have an order of removal, again, consider motion to reopen, administrative stay of removal, or waivers. Please, okay? If you have criminal convictions, my last piece of advice, run to a criminal defense attorney and see how you can clean up that record. We had tremendous success with some lawyers that we are working with referring cases, clearing people's criminal records. Let's say many years ago you received a criminal record, you were inexperienced, you were represented by inexperienced lawyers who didn't have much time or experience to deal with your case. You pled guilty to something that really would have never won in court against you. You were intimidated sometimes into pleading guilty. Sometimes, depending on various violations of your rights, what was in your file and so on and so forth, you can reopen your case and delete that conviction for immigration purposes. Sometimes it's possible. Not always, but sometimes. The thing is this: check with your immigration and criminal defense attorney. If you do nothing, you're going to get nothing, all right? If you are looking for solutions, sometimes you can find a solution. Sometimes people come to me and I say, oh, wow, look at that. You qualify for adjustment of status and you didn't even know about that. Oh, because they had this order of exclusion, not deportation, exclusion from many years ago. And they thought they were inadmissible or deportable. They are, but at the same time, now they can file for adjustment of status. Sometimes we can get lucky and get these amazing solutions for people. And why not then? Why not to check, right? Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a tremendous, great weekend. Stay safe, stay prepared, and I hope to see you soon.